Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Chris. I'm the owner of Six Mountain Social, and we are a digital advertising agency who partner with authors to increase book sales and grow your fan base as an author and your personal brand. Okay, so we did a poll, and I mean, what we found was extremely staggering. All right, we found that where authors struggle the most is their marketing. They don't understand, and this is just generalization, they don't understand how to, once they finish their book, how to get it into the hands of the people that want to read it, right? Or how to grow an audience that will want to read future works, right? And just continue to engage with that audience. So I wanted to take a second and show you this quick tool that Facebook uses, and it's going to help you nail down your audience, exactly who they are, everything about them that you could possibly need to know. And we're going to use that data to serve them an ad in a way that's going to save you money in ad spend and make sure that who you're serving this ad to is completely relevant. Okay, so let's dive in. I don't want to waste a lot of your time today, so let's dive in. Couple things here. So this is assuming you already have a business Facebook page set up. If not, make that your first priority to get yourself a business page set up for yourself as an author. Okay, so if you use a pen name, make sure you set it up under that pen name. Okay, once you log into your business account, you'll see over here the hamburger menu. Click this and go to Audience Insights. It's a tool. It'll be on right here on the top left-hand corner, right here. Click this. It'll pull up like this. This is exactly what it'll look like. And it's going to ask you, do you want to view these results based on everyone on Facebook or people that are connected to your page? Make sure you select everyone on Facebook, all right? Because this is going to give us people that have no idea who we are. They're not connected to us in any way whatsoever, all right? All right, so to get into the meat and potatoes of this, it's going to be very simple and very straightforward. And that's the thing about our strategy at Six Mountain Social is we keep things super simple, okay? Because simple works. And there's no reason to overcomplicate it with all these elaborate funnels and all these elaborate sales tactics. It doesn't have to be that way. The bottom line is, if you, let's say in this example, we're going to use a sci-fi author. If you are a sci-fi author, marketing is getting your sci-fi book into the hands of people who love to read sci-fi books. That is it. That's all it takes, right? And so knowing that, we can take one of two approaches. We can take a risky approach, right? And I call it the billboard approach. That's where we send a lot of traffic. Let's just think of the analogy here. You rent a billboard out. Let's say it's $1,500 a month. You rent a billboard out, and you put your ad up on that billboard, and it's on the side of a highway. Great location, right? So let's say it's $2,000 because it's in such an incredible location. So you have 100,000 people driving past your billboard every single day, right? What are the odds out of those 100,000 people? What are the odds that people want what your billboard specifically sells, right? And that's the strategy behind a billboard, is that it just gets so much traffic that though the odds are low that person wants what you sell, the amount of people there is large, right? So if we have 100,000 people driving past that billboard every single day, and only 1% of them want what you have to sell, that's 1,000 people. So, that's pretty good odds, right? So what if, now let's take it this direction. What if I told you that we could build a highway to where the only people allowed to drive on that highway are people who love to read sci-fi books, right? The only person, you cannot drive on this highway unless you are a sci-fi book fan, all right? Now, how much is a billboard selling a sci-fi book worth on that highway? You see what I'm saying? And that is the power we have with Facebook ads. And let me show you that right now. Let me show you how that works. All right. So when you hop into this Audience Insights tool, right, we want to find who our audience is, where they're at, where they're hanging out, everything about them, right? All the data we can possibly gather. So like I said, for this example, we're going to use a sci-fi author as our example. So what I want to do is, you can see here, that it defaults to the United States. So let's clear this. Let's go worldwide. All right, because we don't care. We can sell worldwide. It doesn't matter. We don't have to sell just to the United States, because most of you guys are probably selling on Amazon, and you can sell from anywhere, right? They don't have to be the United States. So that's another powerful thing about what we can do. So you'll see here more than 1 billion monthly active people on Facebook. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to tell Facebook to tell us, okay, out of these billion people, how many of them are into what we have to sell, right? That's all we care about, right? So, and this is how we do this. So if you're a sci-fi author, go to Google and Google the best sci-fi authors, okay? And you're going to pull up a list. So here you can see the best sci-fi authors. And we're going to go down the list here. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy their name, and we're going to paste it into our interest section in Audience Insights. Now watch what happens here. Watch how powerful this is. So now this is showing us only people who are interested in this author, okay? And look what happens. 500 to 600 monthly active people, right? So there's 500 to 600,000 monthly active users that are fans of science fiction books, okay? That's already powerful. Now we can go down and get even deeper. 41% of them are women, 59% are men. So that's not a big gap, right? That's not a dominating factor. So now we know we can target both men and women because there's a substantial amount of both, right? So we don't want to limit our ads to just show them to men or just show them to women, because we don't want to miss out on the other percentage, right? So we want to target both. And as you're going through this, you're going to be taking notes, right? You're going to be taking notes on the demographics that you're seeing. All right, so here's your age groups, right? This shows you exactly the age groups of the people that are interested in science fiction books, okay? So we have 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, 45 to 54. And once you get past 54, the sci-fi niche really drops off, right? So we know that we don't want to spend money down here. It's just not really a big enough category. Like, there's not enough people there to really justify spending money when we have such a large chunk of it right here from the 18 to 44 range, that we can spend more money delivering it to this group, because this is going to convert better. So look at this relationship status. 36% are single, 39% are married, right? 11 is engaged, 14% are in a relationship. And this is taken straight from Facebook's data. We know their education level. 74% are college, 17% graduated high school, 9% have went to grad school. We know what their jobs are, right? So this is just giving us additional resources to be able to find these people and target them in our ads. We can go to the page likes here, and look what this does. This tells us the pages that they like, right? Where they're hanging out on Facebook. So you have all these different pages here, who their favorite scientist is, who their favorite chef is, artists, retail companies, film directors, authors, writers. You know, it's incredible, the data we have, the location, top countries. Let's see where the top countries are. Egypt, Jordan, you know, like it's Italy, Turkey. Like, look at this. Like, we can do this for anybody, right? So we can go down to another author on the list, Arthur C. Clarke. So we go to Arthur, we can even add him, right? Arthur C. Clarke. And everything changes, right? So, and now we have 600 to 700,000 monthly active people. 40% women, 60% men. So it looks like, I bet if we took Isaac off, we have a high percentage of men. Yeah, look at this. Arthur C. Clarke, we have 72% men. So, you know, this just gives us a ton of power to be able to find our audience and know everything about them that we could possibly need to create ads, right? So from the step from here, what we would do is we would take this data and then we would go create our Facebook ads. So let's go to our ads manager. I'll show you real quick. I won't even spend time on creating an ad. We will just get into the targeting. and what we can do in Facebook. So now we're in the Ads Manager, and this is where we're going to create our ad, right? And so you'll see the 3 breakdowns here. This is the 3 steps in the process. We want to select our objective. Our ad set is who we want to show it to and where we want it to be shown and how much we're going to pay for that. Our ad is a creative, right? This is our pictures, our videos, whatever it is we want to show as the actual ad. This is our creative. So we have our objective, our audience, and our creative. Okay, super easy. So today all we're going to work on is the ad set. I just want to show you guys how powerful it is to be able to take this data that we got from the Audience Insight tool and move this and implement into an ad to get hyper targeted ads to your customers. And that's going to increase your sales and grow your fan base. All right, so the first thing we want to select our objective. So this is extremely important. If you're selling on Amazon, then you're going to want to do traffic. If you're trying to build your email list, you're going to want to do lead generation. So for this example, we're going to click traffic, okay? Because we want to take people from Facebook. We want them to click on our ad and go to our sales page. So we're going to hit continue. Your ad set name, you just want to name this in a way that you'll remember what your targeting is here. So for example, this one, we're going to do Arthur C. Clarke broad. So we want to tell them where we're wanting to drive traffic. So we want it to go to a website, right? Whether it be your landing page or your Amazon listing. So for this example, we're just going to talk about the audience, right? So we found our audience using the Audience Insight tool. We know the data. So we want to enter the locations that were most prevalent in our research. All right. So for this example, we didn't spend the time going through and researching everything. So let's just say it's the United States, okay? Is the most popular area for this type of niche. All right. So, and we want to target both male and female, and we determined that ages 18 to 44 is where the bulk of these people are. Okay. Now, if you write in English, we want to make sure that you're targeting people who speak English. We want people to be able to understand your ad, and if they're going to buy your book, they need to be able to read your book, right? Or else they're not going to buy it. So we don't want to waste money spending ad money and serving this ad to people who are never in a million years going to buy your product. All right, so now we get into the targeting. This is where it gets interesting. So what we're going to do is we want to include people who match at least one of the following, and this could be interests, demographics, or behaviors. So interests such as the author, right? So we want to do Arthur C. Clarke right here. All right. So now what you can do, you can hit suggestions, right? It's going to pull up related suggestions. So we remember this was one of them, right? This was one of the authors, and so was this. Imagine these as little ponds, right? Here's a pond of people who love Arthur C. Clarke, and here's a pond of people who like Philip K. Dick, right? And so what we're doing is that as we're grouping them, then we're putting all those people into one pond, right? So now we have this massive pond of people who love sci-fi authors. Now what we can do, we can narrow it. So let's say they not only do they like one of these authors, but they must also like Neil deGrasse Tyson, okay? So see what that did to our reach? 17,000 people. Watch this again. Let's take this off. We went from 68,000 people. We're going to narrow this down to where they also have to like this. Now 17,000 people. But what this does is it hyper targets. We know that if they like this person and they also like this thing and they also reading, right? Now, this is a person who loves to read, who loves these authors, who loves Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? We are able to get so detailed in who we show this to, so we're not wasting ad spend on people who are not interested in our product. Right? Again, back to the billboard analogy, is that We have literally doing this. We're building a highway to where the only people on that highway are people interested in our product. It's kind of magical because they feel like you get them, right? And that comes into the ad creative. And our team is very, very good at working with our clients and getting the creative to match the targeting to where when people see it, they're like, "That's me. I gotta have this," right? They feel it. They feel like you get them. You're connected with them on such a deeper level. So what this is saying is it's showing us our estimated daily results, our reach. That daily they're estimating based on our budget and our targeting is that we're going to serve this ad to 1,400 between 1,400 and 3,700 people, and of those people, based on the behaviors of this interest group, 16 to 87 people will click through and go to our landing page or our sales page or our Amazon listing. So it's pretty powerful stuff. So if you're interested in implementing a Facebook strategy like this for your business, click the button below to schedule your free consultation call with us. Now keep in mind, we cannot work with everybody. So if you're seeing this ad, then we still have spots available for the month. And once we fill up, we'll take the ad down. Okay. Maybe you are running Facebook ads right now and you're not getting the results you want, or maybe you're not doing anything and you're just now releasing your book and you're looking for marketing strategy that's effective, efficient, and that gets results. So we can do that for you and we can help you with that. So like I said, click the button below, schedule your consultation. Let's get together. Let's find out where your needs are, and we'll see if we'll be able to help you out. And like I said, if not, take our strategy we give you and implement it yourself. But either way, take advantage of the free consultation. Okay. We look forward to talking with you. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk soon.